Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Detroit Lions. 2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in week 4. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
Ready up. Hey, black shot.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Lions will take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Goff. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Here's Jerick McKinnon, his first carry of the ball game. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The Lions are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they fell in the opener, got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they.
Second down, McKinnon. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Gone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On second down, it's Taylor. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Lance. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. And that flag accepted. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Lance going back to the air after the pick 6. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And Lance now to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Devin Bush splitting behind the line to track down the ball carrier.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extras...
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Cine. And the return will stop right around the 25. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there, all 11 guys on defense. Diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. James Mitchell. His 3rd touchdown now on on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And Lance's Tolbert hauls it in. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To the right side, this is Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Lance looking to throw it. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Tolbert. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Here we go.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance. And it's caught. Touchdown! Will Dissly, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Lions 14, Seahawks 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now it's gone. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
That's good for the Lions. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Gone. Complete. This is Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
McKinnon now going to try the left side. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They run once more with McKinnon. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards will get him back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10.
But partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 18. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Ready, break.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Lance now on 1st down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Lions are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 37 yards.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
First down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Goff. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Play action. It's Goff. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now Lutz for the field goal try. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Lutz is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. The 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Jonathan Taylor in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Seahawks 14.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Goff now looking to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
The final shot before break here. Goff. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. The huddle come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here again is McKinnon. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Goff now looks to throw. Flushed out right. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on here to punt it away. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
From midfield, here's Lance. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
As soon as he leaped out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing now is Lance. Flush to his right. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the first down.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
On 1st down, Lance. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And Lance will try again on 2nd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Lions will take over here just shy of the 30. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
After the interception, here's Goff. He's going to air one out. This is caught at the 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. When you think of guys that are built to be big-arm quarterbacks, Jared Goff, he fits that mold, and he showed it off right there. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Value three. What's up? Let's go.
Now gone. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Goff now to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Tackled by Ashton Davis up from the secondary.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to punt the ball. They've done so with that first run.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, check nigga. Striker, 3-3.
Again, it's Taylor. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 126 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
1st and 10, Taylor now. Dances by at the 20. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Up the middle, here's Taylor. Now the ball comes loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And it's fielded at the 34. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 59 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Lutz good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing on first down is Lance. Escaping the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Lions are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Goff on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. How about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
To throw again on second down. Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff with his third touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be And now here is another interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get him next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hand.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Second down, here's an option right. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Goff. Screenplay, McKinnon. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
On 1st down now, a run with McKinnon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Handoff, it's McKinnon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And 3 yards on the carry there as his defense holds strong and takes it to 4th and goal. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Lutz is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
But this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lance. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw, it's Lance. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Lions are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Detroit, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints.